you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program.
Become a crime in this planet Earth. When has it become a crime? Even in that same zoo, we have seen their Minister of Defense call people to defend themselves on video. The Minister of Defense of Nigeria have spoken about self-defense. Call people, you say, don't wait for the military, defend yourself. The Minister of Defense in that same zoological republic. Is it because it is a Biafran that is now telling his brothers and sisters to protect themselves and defend themselves against the invaders? Is that why it's a crime? Is that why it's a crime? But I thank you that today it is now a different ball game. It can never ever be like before. And for your information, if you think, those of you who are making calls and writing letters and writing petitions, if you think Finland is like UK, you are wasting your time. And if you think that Finland government are not aware of every single step Mansama we're taking, you are just insane. You are insane. And for your information, those of you that are watching, some of you are not aware. The Finland journalists are in Nigeria. They have been on the ground to interview Biafran people. Finland government, Finland journalists, they came to the Biafran land and they interviewed people. They had directly from Biafran people. They spoke to Biafran people. Even in the last sit at home, this very last sit at home, this last Monday sit at home, they were in Nigeria. Some of you think maybe we are playing, we are joking. We are not joking. As time goes on, you begin to see informations. The stage is getting set. You don't know what is coming. They call him a little ball, that little ball. That little ball. And you forgot the story of David and Goliath. You forgot this so soon. You claim to be so religious. Oh, my Bible, my church, my GO, my pastor. But the stories that will make meaning, that will give you this, the real sight of what is coming, you forget it. The same way Goliath bragged when he saw David. He said, you are coming with me with ordinary stone and catapult. Do you think you are coming to kill a fly or a bird? That is what they are telling us today. What do you have? What weapon do you have? Do you have a B-52? Do you have Tucano jet? They keep us reminding us. And they forgot the story of David and Goliath. Even when the stage has not yet started, when the main thing have not yet started, they are already running helter-skelter. They are already seeking support. They are crying from pillar to pole. Please, if you want to join the platform, make sure you keep your phone this way. Somebody is trying to join, keep your phone this way and make sure that your rotation is on. That is the only way you can join. Keep your phone in a horizontal way and click your rotation on. That is the only way you can be able to join us here and make your own contribution. Everybody has the right of his or her own opinion. You come out gently, speak to people, speak to Biafran people, and we are going to understand you. It doesn't matter, even if you don't agree with our own line of argument, you can bring up yours. You never can tell. It's either you win us over or we win you over. But what we are here to do is to give you reasons why we are doing what we are doing. And everybody in Biafra land, pay attention. The dates have been mentioned by our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. Nobody can stop it. 23rd of February, 24th of February, 25th of February, 26th of February, 27th of February, and 28th of February. It's sit at home. It is not to disturb anybody. It is not out of wickedness. It is not to showcase muscle. It is for your own protection. It is for your own protection. And every one of us must key into that. Have it at the back of your mind. It is, don't think that when these sit-at-homes have been mentioned, it is to show muscle. No. It is not to show muscle. It is for you and I to let the world hear and see our referendum. And I'm telling you now that in the last sit-at-home, this Monday, past Monday, the Finnish journalists, they were on the ground in Biafra land. They were on ground in Biafra land. They were on ground on Biafra land. And they're gathering information. Even as we speak, there are still people in Biafra land gathering information for international media. Mazin Nandekano said, when the time is right, that they will report about our matter, whether they like it or not. And that time is done. Very soon, you're going to see BBC and CNN coming along. We don't care about them. We don't care. We're not going to beg them. A time will come when we beg our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, for an interview. That time is approaching. Now, many applications are coming now. Many applications are coming to our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, for interview. He only have to decide which one to grant or not to grant. I just released one by Finnish national media. So many other media are sending application for interview to him. The prophecy of Mazen Nandekan, when the time is right, they will report our case. We don't need to beg them. We don't need to pay for it. And that time is fast approaching. And I tell you again, if you are in autopilot, nobody can criminalize freedom fighter. Nobody can dehumanize you. Freedom fighting, you can't criminalize it. Neither can you criminalize a freedom fighter. We are doing what we are supposed to do. A genuine cause of freedom. That is what we are pursuing. We are not trying to take any innocent life. We are not trying to dominate anybody. We are not trying to colonize anybody. We are only trying to defend and protect our own territory. We are only trying to save lives, not only the life of people in Biafra, we are trying to save the life of every indigenous person in that contraption. Every indigenous person. We want to make sure that every indigenous person has a right, has a home, has a country. They can hit their chest and say, yes, this is my country, and they will defend it and be patriotic to it. As it stands now, it is very, very, very clear to even Tom, Dick, and Harry that there is no country called Nigeria. Nobody is a Nigerian. Nobody is a Nigerian. What you see there that's happening is Mazen Dan, the kind of even call this a zoo, get it a better name. It gives you a better name. I think there was a time one of these ones that is jumping around now. This Charlie Boy said that it's a jungle, and that's what you see. A jungle where people, animals eat themselves. A jungle where animals are unleashed to feed on other animals. And you want us to continue to sit back and watch. Enough is enough. Yeah, welcome, my beloved brother Solomon. Please make a contribution on this very topic that we are discussing, talking about you cannot criminalize freedom fighting. You cannot criminalize a freedom fighter. It doesn't matter how you talk. It doesn't matter how you try. You cannot. Can you hear me, my brother Solomon?
Okay.
I think your network is still troubling today.
Honestly, it's giving me technical knockout. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Honestly, my brother, the thing is giving me technical knockout now. But anyhow, let me see how far we can go today. Biafra, I greet you all over the world, my brothers and sisters. Those that are hungry, those that are desire, testing about freedom, those that freedoms are concerned. I greet you in the name of Chukwu Kiabiama. I welcome you people in today's program. And I want you people to pay attentively, listen for what we are going to say, and take it serious. Because whatsoever we hear from our social media is true gospel. Just like when our leader was with us. And Simon Ekpa, our spokesperson, is doing it according to our leader's desire. So just pay attention. All these things is for us to be free. We didn't hate anybody. Neither do we plan to do anybody evil. It's just for us to get freedom. Because knowing full well that here we are today, if you set up any business, you'll be frustrated. Well, whatever you set up to make sure say you survive in life, government will frustrate you. If they didn't frustrate you with their tax, they will frustrate you for not having power or not having a good road or hospital or one thing or the other. Frustration everywhere. So that's what we are saying now. Concerning to this program, my brother, I hear what you said. Let me just go back a little for what you said concerning our leader in terms of country that has law, how they protect their citizens. I remember when the zoo government mentioned about our spokesperson writing to the Finnish government and what the woman told them that our spokesperson is well protected and his light is not tampered, unlike the zoo. So that now makes me to understand that in Africa, there's something like law in Africa. Name any part of Africa that law exists. There's something like law in Africa. What we have in Africa is a Thailand, dictatorship. That's why you see all manner of crises, killing all over Africa. Is it Syria, South Africa, Congo, Mali? Where? Name any part of Africa that will say this is where, even Ghana itself. Name any part of Africa that will say that law is working perfectly. That's why I don't know how they manage. In fact, not that I don't know. It is that plan these things. How they lure our leader to come down to Kenya, knowing full well that if our leader was in the EU there, they can't do him anything. It's impossible for them to kidnap him. That's why they look at how can we do it. Okay, let him come down to African country where there's where is lawless place. And I come down to African country, they now kidnap him. Now they wanted to play the same thing to our spokesperson. Chuko Kiabama said no. I've allowed people to do the first one, but see this one will be a stopping block to you people. And I put him in a place that nobody can harm him. And they give him all protection, all land that he needed, only for him to continue doing the work. So it didn't work. It didn't work. That's to show you that Africa doesn't have law. There's no any existing or even good institution in Africa that can protect human life. That's because if Africa have law that can protect human life, this thing that happens to our leaders shouldn't have happened. If Kenya government deny that they are not aware of it, once the thing come on air that they come to Kenya and kidnap somebody and the government is not aware, the Kenya government will take action immediately for them to return the person back. But they didn't do so. Even they tried to cover the whole matter. So now, down to what is on ground now. You see, they call us all manner of names, terrorists, Hundrum, touts, all sort of names, freedom fighters. So it's not possible. No matter whatever you call them, it's just like a bucket of water. You bring a fowl, just carry a bucket of water, pour a fowl. You just see the water, just fresh out, come out. You can't soak the fowl. Unless you kill the fowl, then put it on hot water. That's the only way you can soak the feather. But it just pouring a fowl or stone water, you can't do anything. That's what they are doing to freedom fighters. That's why they are not making any progress. All the whole things they are doing is backwardness. And the thing always backfire them. Okay, look at what they wrote to Finnish government. Say that the Finnish government are once and whenever not to broadcast or one thing or the other. Even when they meet YouTube to put down our spokesperson channel, still, it's still. You see, it's just like when you set fire under the table and somebody is sitting on top, telling you that there's nothing is happening. But the person don't know that the thing that you're holding under have already been consumed by fire. This is what is happening to the zoo in Nigeria today. They thought that as they still stand today, that nothing can happen. We have military, British is here with us. We can lie, bribe any media house that can talk anyhow. But they don't know that. As you know this way, I don't know the other one. So they thought that everywhere has come down. They have seen everything, reporter always our leader is in high spirits, everybody calm down. No. But as everybody is coming down, Chukwuka Abiyama is busy planning a serious and marvelous and deadly attacking that can take place at any time, and people will marvel, say, wow, is it how this thing be? We thought that we have seen everything. So now, today, it is playing before everybody's eyes, before the international community. Now, the international community have now started to look into it now. Because I believe Chukwuka Abiyama, this nonsense they wrote against our spokesperson, it's on air, it's on social media. Many people will see it and say, what kind of nonsense is this? That the whole Nigeria, they say that is giant of Africa, is written this kind of nonsense against one person, no, not even a country, one person. Just like person where the whole world just back up. One with the God is majority. One with the God is majority. And Chukwuka Abiyama is with our spokesperson. It's a majority. That's why they are trying everything nowhere. Now, calling his name, calling all sort of things, nothing about that. They cannot do anything. We have passed that stage. This is we are waiting for now. Is this the election now? We are waiting for that. So, because they know that definitely it will not going to work. And they have said it with their mouth. A lot of places that I have mentioned, but they refuse to call the name. I think the man said that if to do time they will mention the name. Up to now, we have not had the name of the place that the election will not hold, but we know the place that the election will not hold, because them know and we know, because we that are dealing with them and we are not fools. Them that are fighting against us know that we are not fools. So they are trying to fool themselves, not we. So calling us criminals or trying to criminalize us is rubbish. Rather, it will make us, it will boost our immune system. It will boost our morale to move forward. Because, without them calling us that terrorists, I don't think by now we could have gotten a lot of things will happen to them. That terrorists they called us, make us, in fact, catapult us a very high place that if we use leg to move, we might not be there in time. That terrorists they call us, because they call us the terrorists in your home. International community say no, these people are not terrorists. These people are terrorists. He say yes, but they are not terrorists. It is only in Nigeria, zoo here they call us terrorists. That's the only way we can hear terrorists. But IPOB is moving waxing strong, not knowing that even though the criminal among us are still somehow better our money and but the genuine one, the people know who is who, because it is Chukwuka Abiyama that searched the mind, the heart of genuine person, and it will reveal him to anybody, any person that is concerned. Maybe anybody that is interested to know, he will reveal him. Say follow this person. Is a genuine person, and I already said it. Once you say something and it makes sense, our people will follow you. That is it. So anything they like, let them call. Anything they like, let them do. It's too late. They can't walk. We are counting days now. We are counting days. So let them do whatever they can do. But it's quite. In fact, let me just say, it is very, very clear that the match, the whole game that they can play is over. Everything is over. So this one they are crying now, just like those days when we are in the school. After we are fight finished, we will now sit down and start to complain. It is because of that slippers. It is because of that shoe that I put on my leg that make you carry me, throw me for ground. Even with that shoe, I could have beat you. No, this is what is happening now. So they have written to the Finnish government. So no way again. There's no any other place. So what they are waiting for now is for them to see that how that thing will crash. That is all. And the Chukwuka Abiyama being merciful to us, giving us another way of fighting them. Now, come lock up their hearts. They start fighting themselves. if they know that they have a lot of enemy, if they know that some people want to free themselves from their midst, this financial issue that they are dealing with, you know, they are causing problem today, they will not do it. They don't know. This is hardening their heart to make sure to facilitate our movement.
You know, I have always
turn their heart.
I've always said it in my program here that every mistake they make will be to our own advantage. Every mistake we make, we bring back close. So it doesn't matter what anybody does. When Chukwuka Kabiama is directing the affairs of things, you see, that is why some people, when we talk about autopilot, some people just limit it to IPOB. The autopilot spirit, autopilot spirit is in everything in that zoo today. Everything in that contraption today, every one of them is in the autopilot spirit is possessing everybody. Everything is, including those Janjaweed, including the Fulanis, including the politicians. The spirit of autopilot possesses everybody, and they will continue to make those mistakes. They will continue to make that blunder until they wake up and they will hear that Biafra is gone.
Exactly.
The spirit of autopilot is not only working in the family members of IPOB. It's not only working in the Biafrans alone. It's working in the life of every indigenous person. Look at what is happening in the today. Look at what is happening.
It can end.
The Biafra side, Biafra land is calm, waiting for the right time. Before then, every other place is on fire.
Of course.
People are agitated. People are even telling them that they don't want the election. Not even this time. It's not even Biafra. Other regions are saying that we don't want any election. We don't want it. Other regions are already telling. And even if to show you how powerful Chukwuka is and how effective the spirit of autopilot is, look at the governor of Kaduna State. The governor of Kaduna State is there challenging the presidency, telling the presidency that if you change money, Kaduna State will continue to use their old money. He's telling Kaduna people, keep your old money, continue to use it, don't mind the federal government. Their court is saying different thing. The court is saying different thing. The presidency is saying different thing. Every single thing in that contraption called Zolite Republic is an autopilot.
Of course.
Where the difference lies now is that when Mazi Simon Ekpa, if you remember, when Mazi Simon Ekpa gave the prophecy of autopilot, Mazi Simon Ekpa told these very sacked members of Department of Sabotua, these people that we sacked, Mazi Simon Ekpa told them, a time will come when the struggle of Biafra will be autopiloted. Pray that Chukwuka Kabiama will give you the wisdom and knowledge to be able to manage that period. But instead of them going to pray, they were busy commanding and controlling. They were busy fixing themselves in positions where they can give order. They were busy about money. Today, so many people cannot be able to manage that spirit of autopilot in them, in that Zolite Republic. And when you cannot be able to manage it, it will push you. It will push you to the extent that you begin to work for Biafra unknowingly. That is what is happening today. The spirit of autopilot is pushing people to begin to work for the actualization of Biafra unknowingly. The only thing our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, need to do is just give the order. Speak the word. When you speak the word, you see people from different regions, they will begin to act based on the word. They will begin to act. And there is no two ways about it. All he has to do is to open his mouth and speak the word. Once you speak the word, you see people begin to act based on that your word. Chukwuka will breathe into it. That is why you see, just as Mazi Nandekano, all his prophecy coming to pass, the same thing is happening to Mazi Simon Ekpa.
Of course.
When Mazi Simon Ekpa tell you that in this February, before the ending of February, if you don't believe in Biafra, you will see the by force.
Green light.
You will see the green light clear in this February. And now he has already told them, that we are going to drag every one of you into Biafra, whether you like it or not. And some of them are thinking, how is he going to drag us? How is he going to do it? How is he going to take us into Biafra? But how he's going to do it is going to happen like a miracle. Just like Mazin Nandekano said, that the coming of Biafra will be the last miracle on the planet Earth. Mazin Nandekano said, Biafra will come in such a way that no man will take the glory. When you look at it, you say, it is only God. When you look at it, you say, it's only God. And that is where we are headed. People don't pay attention. That is why we are coming online on a daily basis to remind people where we are coming from and where we are headed. It is important that we come online and remind you where we are coming from. Because there are so many people that just started paying attention to this very struggle from the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There are people who started paying attention from the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there are some of us who started listening to him from 2015, from the first kidnap. I personally, I began to follow the IPOB and begin to make my meaningful contribution on IPOB from the first kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from first arrest, 2015, up to date. I have been following. And there are some other people who claim to have been following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even from 2011. So these are stages. In stage by stage, when you join, you listen to people who are there before you and get some information and make use of information. I'm not telling you to obey them when they are telling you what is wrong. You need to listen, open up your heart, and then put one or two together and begin to get the answers to the questions you are asking.